Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Sunday, January 24th, 2016, around 6:56 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. The sun's down now, it's cold, and the temperatures will be in the 20s, but tomorrow starts a rebound with warmer weather. We're going to have a January thaw this year. Several days in the 40s. No snow in sight until maybe next month, but February and March are known for cold and snowy months in the Northeast, so we'll get a major snowstorm for all of New England sooner or later. Some news to report, one little news item. The Denver Broncos beat the New England Patriots by the score of 20-18. The Broncos win the AFC, and they're going to Super Bowl 50 to face off against the NFC winner. The Patriots looked horrible. Their offensive line sucked today, but Brady still had a chance to make a big comeback, and he did, but they missed a 2-point conversion. Patriots made many mistakes in this game. They should have went for field goals, but they didn't, and it's sad that the Patriots won't be defending the World Championship at Super Bowl 50, but there's always next year. I really think the NFL really wants Peyton Manning to go out a winner, winning a Super Bowl win at Super Bowl 50. Maybe they want Tom Brady to go out wearing a ring when he retires. That would be awesome. But that's about it on that. It's on to Bruins, Celtics, and UMass Lowell hockey into baseball season arrives for New England fans. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the MSG Network. The MSG Network stands for Madison Square Garden, and it's been a regional sports network for close to 50 years, carrying all New York City-based sports at one time or another. The MSG Network signed on the air in 1969. At first it was a 125 event a year deal signed by cable companies in the New York City area, and it first carried Rangers games and Knicks games and a few boxing events and wrestling cards and college basketball. At first, the MSG Network had no name. They just showed the games with the announcers and analysts, and it continued to grow. Some of the Rangers games and Knicks games and the pro wrestling matches were simulcast on HBO, which was a leading cable broadcast company in the early to mid 70s. By 1977, the network got the name Madison Square Garden Network, and it also went nationwide as well. The Madison Square Garden Network that went nationwide became the USA Network by 1980, and the MSG Network was acquiring more stuff for the sports things, including New York Islanders games and the New Jersey Nets games. Plus they showed the Big East basketball, college football, horse racing, high school sports, soccer, and niche sports. And in fact, in 1977, they had an overflow channel called Sports Channel, which eventually that evolved to Fox Sports New York and now MSG Plus. And also, the Madison Square Garden Network was just a seasonal network, and it was just on the air during this in the summer, in the winter months when the teams were playing. And slowly but surely, Madison Square Garden Network was becoming more popular throughout the Tri-City region of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. In 1982, they signed a deal for the New Jersey Devils, who came to the area And it really got traction. A lot of people watch the MSG Network for the hockey and the basketball and the other stuff. And they also show WWE house shows from Madison Square Garden. And the MSG Network during the summer months they started showing summer months, and during that they did not show sports. They showed general entertainment programming like movies and classic TV shows. In 1988, the MSG Network acquired the rights to New York Yankees basketball. Plus they had some talk shows during the day, sports talk shows, and they had a sports wrap-up show called MSG Sports Desk. And MSG also eventually became 24/7 full-time in the early 1990s. At one time or another, they had to share time on cable systems in the New York City area with other networks. That was the norm back in the 80s and stuff. And the MSG Network also started to carry, have New York Giants pre- and post-game shows and Giants weekly coaches shows and player shows and other stuff. And also, MSG got an affiliation with the Prime Network that turned into Fox Sportsnet, so they carried some of the programming there. And eventually, in the 1990s, the Madison Square Garden Network became the exclusive home for the New York Rangers and the New York Knicks for many, many years. The Knicks and Rangers games, mainly the road games, were on WWOR-TV 9. And they still continue to carry the New York Yankees games. In the late 1990s, the MSG Network showed New York Red Bulls soccer from MLS and New York Liberty basketball for the WNBA. In 2001, the New York Yankees left MSG Network to start their own network, Yes Network, and they also acquired the rights to broadcast about 50 New York Mets games, which was on the sister station, Fox Sports New York, and they carried New York Mets games for about 4 years until the Mets left there and went from their own network, Sportsnet New York. And by 2006, the MSG Network was kind of rebranded. The Sports Desk show was rebranded as MSG New York, which they showed instead of sports stuff. They also showed events at Madison Square Garden and in New York lifestyle that lasted about 3 years until it was dumped. And also the MSG Network signed a deal in 2005 to carry Buffalo Sabres games for the greater Buffalo area, and they've had it ever since. And the MSG Network also rebranded Fox Sports New York in 2008 for MSG Plus. And when there's either the Rangers or Knicks playing at the same time, they have MSG2, or sometimes they move mainly the Rangers games to MSG2 when the Knicks are playing. And the MSG Network at one time was home to the Boomer Science show, but that moved to CBS Sports Network. They have lots of New York Rangers pre- and post-game shows, and New York Knicks pre- and post-game shows, and also the Red Bulls games and the Liberty game. And once in a while they might show New York Islanders games or New Jersey Devils games when the New York Knicks or Rangers do not play. And during the summer months, MSG Network is starting to show entertainment stuff again, like movies and TV shows, but they might show during the summer months classic New York Rangers games, New York Knicks games, plus they have MSG at WWE The Vault, which is hosted by me and Gene Okerlund. Plus, they show other great events that happened in Madison Square Garden history. And the MSG network has continued to go strong, even though they don't have baseball anymore. They still have a great lineup of shows and sports teams, and was the first sports regional network, and it's still going strong today. That's about it on the MSG network, and that's about it on these video blogs. Tomorrow, you'll get 3 more video blogs. First video blog will be about the top 10 places that have the best ice cream / frozen yogurt / frozen treats that in the world. Second video blog will be about the video game E.T. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about Mikey's Roast Beef in Billerica, Massachusetts. And lots of great video blogs coming in coming days, weeks, months, years, decades, millenniums ahead this week. Some good surprises and good other stuff. And don't forget Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Questions, comments, concerns, private message me. And if you want to shout in a plug, I will plug it and I shout it out to you. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Brennan guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hot so stunning. She's the best. She's also got nice legs. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 in Raleigh, North Carolina has the best sweet southern accent in the world. Amy Swansea rocks, and she also has nice legs. And in the words of Bob Redding, former Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Billerica, go find something to do. Goodbye, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and now Google+. See you tomorrow.